Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. If you guys missed part 1, check it out. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We're still in this dinner, this little fun dinner. Michols and Maddie are having a little potty break, little breakdown, little powder rooms convo, if you will.
I like powder room combo.
If they don't just get rid of Emmy, it will get old because we've all decided. I mean, Courtney, Mike, and I've had this conversation ad nauseum. I don't know if you've been a part of one yet. Maybe so. Is that the best part about these shows are the friendships, and when they fight, if you don't believe that they're really friends or give a shit if they ever see that person again, the fights get really atrocious because they almost just look like they are impeding on the fun that we could be having over here. We're wasting time with these two people that we don't think are meant to be together. They don't belong. Emmy's a new person or has unveiled a part of herself that isn't going to jive with Michols or Brad. So I think it's
Time to
over.
let her go.
It's time to let her
Cut
go.
her loose.
Time to let her go get married and pop out some kids and start the family law firm extension office.
How about this?
Yeah.
We'll keep Emmy, but bring Will back into the fold.
We never asked Will to leave. I think that Will doesn't.
I know.
But you're saying like, would it be different if that? Yeah.
Yeah. You
I'm
can keep
into that.
Emmy, but we get Will back.
No. Will buy, find, and get rid of him. Get rid of both of them. They're both boring and dumb, and Will was
You know what, though? Without that, you know what the show is?
fun.
Is
Friends
30-second FaceTime clips with Charlie and Justin.
Listen,
It's not. It's like we said in the last episode when Brad and Mia and Molly, like the real friends of this group who have been friends the longest, like they talked about, it's them being friends and having real friend fights, but knowing like, oh, this is a serious thing. We're going to get past it because we're friends, but like this is real now. Not being like fake friends that you're like you said, like you don't care.
I see. Okay.
what?
I just, we want to see a show about friends. You know why I started watching Southern Charm? Because y'all told me to. You know the reason I kept watching Southern Charm is because Thomas Ravenau knocked up a 20-year-old and was like, well, this is intriguing. Let's see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Not because of the friendships.
Well, Catherine.
You don't have any friends.
Catherine was such a force to be reckoned with that, like, I think that show was supposed to be about something else in Whitney's eyes. And I think that she hijacked that show in the best way. She's my favorite. Like, I was so there for it. But you could just see season after season, Whitney just being like, she's still gonna be here. Like, this was not this is not what I've been pitching for the last 7 years, or like however long it took to get that show off the ground. So that was rare, but the friendships between those guys, the girls not so much, because the girls have been kind of, I'm not calling them expendable because I think they are, but the show has treated them as being expendable.
Interchangeable.
Yeah, interchangeable, and they've focused more on the male relationships. So, but that's what I loved about Vanderpump, and that's what I love about Southern Charm, is that these people are real friends.
Yeah.
But if I have to say something though, your thing about Will though is interesting because, and I'm not saying this is what I want, I'm just saying like Will is the adult in that relationship. Now he's, I think, kind of a shady liar, but like so is Brad, you know, or has been. I don't know if he still is to this day. I don't know. But Will was able to articulate things really well, and like you could see his points in arguments where you can't really see them with Emmys. And I felt like people might have just been as good of friends as they were with Emmy as far as Brad goes. Because I think that Brad, Will, and TJ were very good friends. Like they are longtime friends. So to get Will back in the mix would be much more interesting than Emmy, because I think Emmy needs a translator, or I think that Emmy is almost like they're almost just still talking to her because they were friends with Will and she's still here and Will's not. But like, I would like to hear them ask Will, why does she do this? And I would like to get Will's take on Emmy.
Right.
You know, like might be interesting for like a couple episodes, and then maybe Will, he was an interesting character, you know?
Yeah. So they're done at the powder room. They go back to the table and Molly's like, let's go to the bar.
It's finally party.
I've got a montage of the bar. Anything happened for y'all at the bar? I nothing really.
I don't even remember the bar.
They just went to the bar and then it became nighttime.
Yeah, this was just Molly saying, let's have a change of scenery because I can't sit at this table anymore with no one talking anymore. This confessional round of Molly's, banging. She looks so pretty.
Whenever I see her outside of waking up or tubing down a river. Like whenever she gets dolled up,
Oh yeah.
and she's cute all the time, but like
Yeah.
when she gets dolled up, I'm like, wow, you clean up nice.
Yeah. She had her hair was done like Chrissy from Three's Company.
Everybody gathers the next morning, and Michael's just supposed to have like a pregame. Say, hey, everybody, we need a safe word. Because if you're feeling selfish, this is my selfish day.
Yeah.
If anyone else is feeling selfish, we need a safe word.
Yeah, Maddie, especially Maddie, don't take my day from me, Maddie.
How dare you?
How dare you
I've
think
been
that
here
we're
twice.
here for you?
You know? They landed on plantain.
Plantain, which nobody
which
knew.
Goes back to the last episode when you were talking about that the producers making Emmy look stupid.
Yeah.
Kind of made them all look stupid.
They all,
And
well,
then
they're
Joe
all
came out of
stupid.
nowhere.
Yeah, the dumbest one was like, yeah, it's a boonan.
It's a banana. And I don't even know that because I
Type.
put it in my protein smoothies every morning.
That's what he said.
No.
Yeah, Joe came through in the clutch. Never would have guessed that one. Would have lost a lot of money on that bet. But I also love the idea of a safe word for these types of shows and groups. I think that's super funny. When anyone hits drama mode, safe word, plantain.
So they go down to a lovely breakfast, a very lovely breakfast. And immediately Molly starts talking and I'm like, plantain. Because Molly just
From the jump.
totally forgot what the whole,
Everywhere.
we have a safe word.
Yeah.
And just was like, hey, let's solve some shit, shall we?
It was very oddly placed. Let's solve some shit.
Just awkward.
Yeah. I feel like that was a producer that said, can you bring up,
Yeah.
that's it. Because I don't think Molly wants to deal with Emmy or any other problems right now.
Just immediately sat down and go, you know what? I want to work on some personal relationships right
Yeah.
about now.
I wonder if there's also the thing of like Lake being like, okay, I'm ready to apologize, and going to the producers and being like, yeah, I'm ready to apologize, and then being like, okay, cool, Molly, bring up the shit. She's gonna apologize, and Molly being like, okay, fine. Well, we're having beef, and because like Lake did her, she apologized, and it seemed as sincere as it could be. Like she did seem like this is the moment. I know we've been talking shit on Lake for a minute, but like this is the moment where I was like, fuck, okay, I feel like you snapped out of it. Like you just kind of been in a haze or something, or like of some sort of fog. And she was like, okay, cool, you know, no, I'm sorry. And she's the one that brought Mia into the apology. Mia wasn't even a part of this whole thing. And she's like, no, I'm kind of tired or whatever over having beef with both of you. I'm sorry for being a bitch. Mia too, you know. I don't know. I could be getting fooled. I bought it. I thought it was like, I had a moment of like, oh, cool. We can get back to normal with Lake now.
Is this the same exchange where they start talking about Osheen?
It drifted there, but this is more about Molly saying, hey, me and Lake have a beef.
Yeah, what have I done to you?
And this is what gets me is Molly's like, hey, let's solve our relationship. And then Lake said, okay, I'm bothered by this, this, and this. And Molly goes, get over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is just, I get it, but that's not, let's solve some stuff. I'm mad about this.
What it
Get
came
over
down to was Molly was like, you're mad that I didn't say hi to you? And Lake was like, yeah. And that's when she was like, oh, get over it. Like, get over that. Like, I didn't say hi to you. What are we talking about here?
But I don't know.
And
No,
this is the moment
That would
where
set me off in an apology if someone like and kind of like
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
hey, let's talk about what just happened. And I tell you how I'm feeling, and you're like, we'll get over that. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
No, I'm with you because when they flashed back to it, I was like, oh, that was harsh. When Molly was like, go back to kindergarten or whatever. Like if that was the initial thing, then I can understand like how, did that set the mode for the entire season? And like, you guys haven't really squashed that. But the thing that nobody brought up and that could have been Molly's perfect reply back as opposed to get over it. And maybe she did say this and then they trimmed it, but she should have said, we already talked about this. We already apologized to each other. I apologize to you for that. Remember, we went to the park and met up. We sat on a park bench and had this whole conversation and said, we miss each other. We want to get back into each other's lives and whatever. So she should have said,
That was with Michols though, wasn't it? Did these two sit on a park bench?
Molly and Lake met up.
Okay.
Episode 1 or 2. Like, it was like very quickly after that thing happened. So Molly should have said, we've already talked about all this. Remember, we did this, this, and this. You got to get over it. You got to move on. Like, because I didn't even realize that that's what you were still mad at because I thought that was, we'd already squashed that. So that would have been the thing that I would have been like, oh yeah, like she did. But because of the way that all we heard was her say, get over it, right after then being reminded by the flashback that she was pretty rude that night, I was like, oh, she does kind of have you there, Molly.
I'm going to regret saying this, but couldn't that same argument be used by Emmy with Michols? Didn't we already talk about this?
Right.
Wasn't this already a thing?
Yes.
What are we doing?
But Michols could say, but I still, call me crazy, I still feel like you don't really know what you're apologizing for because you're giving so many excuses around it that like that leads, what you're saying leads me to believe that you still don't understand what I'm trying to say. Or maybe I haven't expressed it well enough yet because I don't feel like you get it. So that, but this is a much more intricate, complicated conversation than the you can say hi to me.
I'm not Team Emmy at all.
Yeah.
But
who could be at this point?
If she were to bring something up at that table instead of Molly, everybody would have been like, plantain, bitch.
Yeah.
And like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
There's a little double standard because
Yeah.
Emmy's cray cray.
Yeah.
We get that. But can you imagine if she tried to bring something up at that table?
You want to
They
know
would have
something?
shut her down immediately.
Yeah, but like you said, rightfully so. Like,
But I actually don't know if they would have because all of them clearly still have an issue that's unresolved with her. And everyone's biggest beef with her is like, I don't think she gets it. I don't think she knows what she's like. I don't think she understands what any of this means. So like, if she were to bring it up, I think that they might be like, please, like.
And it's funny because Emmy doesn't think that they get it.
Right. Yeah.
No. Y'all don't get it.
I
Yeah.
understand.
No, just even when her saying like there was a conversation, progress was made. A conversation is progress. Like she's really looking at it that simply. And they're like, no, we think that you have like, I think that they think that her character is so in question right now. And until they feel like she understands that this thing that happened, however, with each of them, and none of them are going to be able to get past this because it's like, I don't care about someone apologizing to me because they were wrong. And I need to hear you say you were wrong. I don't need to be right. I just need to know that like, you know, that like that really shook me. And like, I would love if that could never happen again. And to go into moving forward with someone that knows that can't happen again. You know, it's not about being right and wrong. It's about like, I can't move forward with you in this relationship if you don't know that like that can't happen again.
Yeah, it's almost, the apology is almost being like, cool, you're self-aware enough to know that I messed up.
Yeah.
You know, like that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Is me going, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah. My notes during this conversation I just wrote, somebody please say plantain. Not one person said plantain this whole breakfast, and I was like, even as a joke, I was expecting Joe to go plantain.
Yeah.
That never happened. And then they bring up the whole Osheen thing.
Yeah, which is funny.
It was so funny that they cut back to Joe go, all right, I'm not gossiping, but I heard. He just started to gossip.
The editing on that. No, it wasn't me, dude. I didn't say anything. And then him cut into the scene where he says the thing, and then cut into the interview where he's like, listen, maybe I've got some loose lips, but compared to these other people, I'm not that bad.
Well, apparently they pointed to everyone on that table, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I might have said that.
Yeah.
They pointed to Michols.
Yeah,
and Michols was like,
I don't say anything.
That scene had so many things. It was like, it told us a lot about everything. First of all, the fact that Lake brought it up, having no idea, obviously, clearly, I hope not anyway. Otherwise you just dumb, I don't know, dumb, didn't really think this through. Everyone already knew at the table pretty much. Like it's already been discussed. It's been confirmed, yada, yada. So her going in and basically the only thing aside from you didn't say hi to me outside of the restaurant was what she thought was this is the kicker right here. And now I know that you've been talking shit on me, spreading this rumor that I did this thing. It's so untrue. And she's like, but that's true. And she's like, get the fuck out of here. It's not true. And everyone's like, no, that happened. No, because like, didn't you say, or like, I didn't hear from him. I actually heard it from him. Yeah. But yeah, like, and in realizing that like you were just trying to stand on a mountaintop and tell everyone like this was the piece, this was the golden piece of like why you could really shut someone down, and everyone knew it was a lie. Like that's embarrassing.
It's tough one.
Yeah. But what I thought was confusing about this scene is I think that some of the people thought that this meeting of the minds happened just like a week ago at a birthday party when really it happened last season. And that's what she should have said with it. That's what she should have led with is you're saying that I went home on Joe's birthday with this girl and what's his name? Osheen. And that absolutely didn't happen. That was truthful, but it did happen. I can't tell though, was the rumor that Molly was spreading supposedly
After Joe's.
So then Molly was wrong.
Yes.
Well, so it was Lake has confirmed and doesn't want to talk about it, but will talk about it, is embarrassed about it, talked to her mom about it, that she banged Osheen after the prom night, the law prom.
Okay.
Last season, right?
Okay.
They went home together and banged. I think Osheen had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
But again, we talked about that. Maybe in the last episode, they're like, what does Osheen having a girlfriend even mean?
Yeah.
Valid. I think the rumor was that Osheen went home with Lake and the girl she brought to Joe's birthday party, which at that party, that episode, Osheen was like, well, you put me on the back burner. Like he was flirty. He definitely was trying to lay the groundwork.
Have
no
a
pun
round
intended.
two and with a new
100%
girl involved
right?
as well. Yeah.
That look alike. The girl
Oh yeah,
brought Lake
yeah.
looks
Lake's
like
twin
Lake.
sister. Yeah.
Well, so like that happened. Did they all bang? I don't know. But it seems like that's the rumor Molly started and / Michols and / whoever else that started it. That they had a threesome that night after the party.
Okay.
And Lake is denying that happened. And everybody's like, well, you banged him. She's like, I banged him, but I didn't bang him that night that way with that girl.
But it seems like she
banged
was
him.
trying to go with that she never had and then realized that everyone actually already knows that you did before. I think she was trying to use words to get out of the whole thing. Like
I think, she might have, but she's already admitted that she's banged Osheen.
has she?
Yeah. Either earlier this year or late last year, and maybe earlier this year. Because it's already come up that the prom party where they banged. And in an interview, she was like, finally admitted it. And then there's a scene this episode or last episode where she's on the phone with her mom being like, so she told her mom about it. And she's like, oh, they're giving me shit about Osheen. And she's like, oh man, why'd you even bang that dude?
I just can't remember if she has had the discussion with anyone on the cast yet about it, if they've all just knew about it and have been talking about it, or she thought that the people that did know were going to keep their mouths shut to the people like Mia and Molly and Brad and whatever.
Yeah.
Because the only time I've heard her talk about it, obviously she did in a confessional this time on the phone with her mom. She's also done it in a confessional before, but those are all taped after the fact. So I think she thought she was going to be able to pull one over on half that table. And that's where it got wonky because then she just got embarrassed and had to admit it because literally everyone had something to add to it and was like, no, but then remember, actually she's like one time he's like, Joe wouldn't even let her live it down there. Joe's like, he had said it went on for 2 days straight. And she was like,
time.
Joe, shut up.
Yeah, but that's just one time. 2 days is all. That's equals one time if nobody left.
Yeah.
And then I guess they squashed it because of this realization that, oh, wait, I didn't bang him, Molly, that was false.
I banged him a different time.
Everybody was like that.
In
and then-
2025.
Not in 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mia forced everyone to clap it out like Jeb Bush on a campaign trail.
Kissing babies.
Please clap. Please clap.
Praise God, for the love of God. Please clap. Poor Jeb. Jeb didn't know what was coming. Jeb didn't know the whole world was about to change, you know?
You know that? What? George Bush's brother was campaigning for something and he was at some kind of like town hall and he said something that would normally, and everyone just sat there and he goes, please clap.
Yeah, because Jeb was like the most low energy candidate and like really thought he was going to come out swinging like, I'm the new Bush in town, you know, it's my turn now. And then it got nothing. And then, he literally had to ask people.
But
can
yeah,
you,
so
can
they pity clap it out. They may get to the zip line. You guys ever zip lined?
I never have. I don't.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? So Mia brings this up after they go from one to the next. She called
A veggie.
a veggie.
Never heard that before.
So if a veggie is a vaginal wedgie, what's the camel toe?
That's the thing. I feel like we already listen. I don't like either terms, but like I prefer veggie over camel toe.
Really?
I really do. Like
Yeah, I'm taking veggie over camel toe all day long.
yeah. But there was just a lot of talk about things shooting up places that I didn't need to see any of
Those
that.
harnesses aren't comfortable.
All the no, they're not. No, definitely not. And you can take a whipper and they'll grab your nutters real quick. Yeah, too many on both sides. Too many stuff going up my B holes and my V holes and my thing holes.
And things are hanging out. Like it was all just a lot of like anatomy that didn't come here for that.
Did not need to be discussed.
Yeah. A lot of things, hugging things we don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Joe, Brad, and TJ kind of have a little heart to heart.
Well, after they're done ziplining and then they go sit in the hammocks and have their little talk about their ladies.
There's a moment there where Brad's like, I just couldn't imagine being with someone without drive and aspiration. And then they just cut to Joe.
Yeah, that was a dig.
Do you think he's watching this back and catching those clues?
I think he's watching it back.
He's like, oh, that was a great shot of me.
Yeah, trying to see how many times they put his truck in there.
They got me at a good angle.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't he be pissed to hear Brad call him? He's got charisma. He's got charm, not so much brains or something like that. Not that smart. Like whatever the line was, like it wasn't anything you could pussyfoot around. Like it was straightforward. Like this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't. Does Joe know everyone thinks that he's an idiot? Or especially like his best friend?
Isn't that the beauty of being an idiot?
Yeah, maybe.
So he says that
I hope
he knows he's got drive. He knows he can do stuff, but he doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see him continue to be Maddie's hype guy and her backup dancer.
Yeah,
that was a little. I
mean, but
it's also like, yeah, if my friend, like if Steve Bell told me that, or if you came in and you were like, "Yo, dude." Well, first well, I don't know. Like, you seem to be like, oh, this guy's backup dancer. You need to do your own. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's the thing, though. Say that to Joe. Not, you're doing a good job, man. Way to go. Like, they're always so positive to his face. And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I meant at the top where I was like, is he, like, I like being mean to people on these shows, but I don't know if he can help. I don't like to be mean to people about things that they just truly can't help. Like, is he considered like the very low IQ friend of the group that they're just like, go get him, Joe. Way to go. Oh, no, we cared about that, Joe. You're doing great. Keep pressing on. Keep on keeping on, Joe.
Yeah, maybe.
But this is also the scene that I came up with my obviously bad idea that he should just manage Maddie, because I think that Joe is in this stuck.
She's hanging on to that.
He clearly says what he wants. Brad asked Joe if he sees a family with Maddie.
Yeah.
And Joe said he wants to be a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He very clearly says what he wants. He wants Maddie to become famous, and he's going to be a stay-at-home dad.
So does he even want to own a restaurant at this point?
Not if that.
He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to work for anything.
Totally. Which I love the honesty about that. Like, I be a stay-at-home non-dad. I'm a stay-at-home non-mom. Like, but why does he talk about this restaurant? Is that just part of his storyline? Does he just tell us that that's what he wants?
I think at one point that's what he wanted because he was good at it, So like if you're good at something, then you're like, oh, I think that's what I want. I want that. I'm good at that. I can do that. But then your girlfriend finds out that maybe she's going to be making $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year in the next couple of years being a DJ. And your priorities change. You're like, maybe staying stay-at-home dad's not such a bad deal,
Yeah. It seems like his passion is just Maddie. He's really only passionate about Maddie and having a life with Maddie, being Maddie's husband, Maddie's baby daddy, like and a truck driver, driving his truck and washing it.
I understand that part.
Yeah. So that's why this is the scene that I decided that he should obviously learn how to be, but to be her manager, because I don't think that I think that Joe got up by like, okay, has there ever been something where you're like, I have a question, but it's about an event that happened so long ago that like, I really should have already asked that question by now. Or like, I want to open a restaurant. This is specific to Joe. I want to open a restaurant. I'm not really sure where to start, but people have thought I've wanted to open a restaurant for like 3 years now. I have some very basic questions on how to start that journey, but like, I don't know. It's really stupid now. I should have asked this question already. Like, do you ever find yourself in that position?
I don't know. Leva kind of laid it out for him a couple episodes ago. Show up to work. Go back to what you used to do.
Yeah.
Do that for 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk because you were already on that track and then you stopped doing those things.
You know
like
what?
It's very simple.
I'm now realizing as you're saying that her advice was how to do it the way that she would like him to do it. And for her to, he didn't want to hear any of that. He felt very slighted by that to find out that you've already been, I'm irreplaceable. You've actually been replaced. That was a real moment for Joe, like a real come to Jesus, like, oh God. And that was on TV. There's camera guys in there for that. Like people are going to see that. I think that Joe's the type that instead of doing what this person who was supposedly his mentor, but it's only his mentor until she steps out of line. And then, because he doesn't really want to take criticism. He doesn't want to do the things that she's telling him to do. So I think he's been trying to figure out how to do it without her and realizes that then I got a lot of questions on how to do this. If I'm not doing it with her because I don't want to go by her rules, then I got to do this on my own. I don't know what I'm doing. So now I think he's like kind of flailing and like, I should just pick something else. I should find like, that's what it seems like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The conversation kind of ended with TJ and Brad want Joe to finally start doing something for himself. And Joe's response, it'll happen.
Yeah.
He appreciates them caring and is going to try his hardest.
Yeah. You go get him, Joe.
Get him, Joe.
What should I do? I want to get married. What do I do first? Buy the ring? And I felt like everybody at first just thought that's where this was landing. Like there wasn't more to this. And because I know for me, I heard that and I was like, yeah, Joe, that is, you want to ask her to marry you?
Step one.
That's buy the ring. But then for him to say, or invest in a business. And then I was like, is he going to invest in a business that he doesn't really know what he's investing in, how to invest in it, if it's the only business he would know anything about is hospitality? And I don't know, Joe.
Once again, go to work for a year with Leva.
It's
Try
really
your
as
hardest.
simple as that.
She's going to say, let's open a bar.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 5%.
Yeah. He's just being stubborn. That's what this is. I think that's what this is. That's my stab at this. That's my take, is that he doesn't want to do it her way anymore. And now is realizing if I'm not going to do it her way, I'm starting way back and I have no idea how to go about this.
Listen, didn't Tom Sandoval did the same thing? Remember? And it was Schwartz that was like, dude, maybe shut the F up and listen to
It was
this.
Opposite.
Oh,
Schwartz was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And Tom's like, yeah, he knows what he's doing. Because Lisa was like, I want to open a restaurant with you guys. And Tom's like, I don't know, man. Ooh, that's a lot. And Sandoval's like, Schwartz, we got this.
No, but what I mean is, didn't Sandoval get to a point where he was like, all right, here's some ideas for decorations, and here's what I think. And Lisa was like,
yeah.
And Schwartz, at that point, Schwartz was like, dude, that's Lisa Vanderpump, bro. Like, shut the F up. Like, let her tell us what to do.
Yeah.
You don't tell her what to do. It's our first thingy. So, like, same kind of, Joe's having that same problem. Maybe just part of the Bible. Part of the production Bible over at Bravo for the restaurant hospitality shows.
That kind of ended on a good note. Joe thinks he's going to do great things, apparently.
Get him, Joe.
We see him getting ready for the night. They get in the shuttle to dinner. It's basically just a dinner that they lift you up at a table and strap you in like you're driving a race car.
Yeah.
Yeah, full 4-point.
160 feet in the air. And you just stay there and eat dinner. What the is this dinner?
I just skip. This is my skip. Why? Maybe drinks. Like maybe I'll do a pre-drinks for that. Like
pre-drink.
20 minutes, 30 minutes tops.
I have a small bladder.
Drinks and then we're done. I don't need a 2-hour dinner up in the thing. And I used to rock climb. It is a pretty funny place for a Bravo dinner, considering how Bravo dinners did dinner table takedowns, and they're always so like manic and crazy.
Oh, that's risky.
Right?
To have a dinner table takedown 150 feet in the air.
Unless you're strapped in so tight you can't even lean forward to get your appetizer in your mouth. Then you can't. I'll get you.
Don't
you can't
drop
even
anything.
Get anybody. That's what Joey's like. I drop my fork every time. What's going to happen today? Well, you're going to kill someone, Joe.
Yeah.
Someone's going to die.
Game over.
Okay, but you guys weren't just burning with an overwhelming one question.
Get me down. When is it over?
Where did they get the food?
Oh, it's all on the down.
Yeah, the center thing is a kitchen.
You just cooked 10 people dinner on a center thing
I mean, it was probably like
The table was not that big.
No,
it's
the
probably like
center-
80% cooked, almost there. You just kind of putting the last couple touches on it, kind of thing.
But the whole center of it is where the chef is, and there's kid fridges and like so. Yeah, like the salads are already in there. It's all prepped.
Okay.
And if you got to cook a steak or a little chicken, it's just fried
Okay.
up like hibachi style, and flick a shrimp into your hat or in your whatever. And you're
Okay. Well, if that was the case, and already I'm out on this dinner because I don't even like a prefix menu, much less a pre-refrigerated, like you only have the option of A, B, or C in a like, and they're both going to come with the same sides and whatever. Like the food is no longer something that like is going to be any good. Like now you're just up in the air eating
that's
airplane food.
Yeah,
pretty
100%.
much.
Yeah. The only thing about this is the view at night.
Yeah.
Which also like what at night?
The
Like,
view of
we're not
what?
doing this like a magic hour, 4 o'clock. Little
Yeah,
early dinner,
yeah,
get to
yeah.
Actually see something if we're gonna do it.
I've never seen this before. It's not a very popular business, apparently.
Oh, I've seen it
Oh, okay.
a bunch.
Okay.
No, I mean, I know there's restaurants that like are up, like, you know, the Space Needle, and like there's a place I've been downtown that circles, but like you're going for the views. You're never really like, you already know the food's going to just be whatever, because you're not really here for that. But the other thing that also is the same way of thinking that I hate about A Dinner in the Sky is I feel like the producers just like looking for like, they went on the tourist Punta Cana website. Oh, what things are there to do here? And as soon as somebody landed on Dinner in the Sky, they were like, oh, great, that's it. We'll wrap up, because nothing happened at this dinner. Like it was like,
and they'll give us half off if we go at night.
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, if we miss the magic hour, yeah.
They'll give us
And, like,
75%
they just-
off if we show their sign.
Yeah, there's a lot of reality shows do this where they just think they found this, nailed it, that's what we're gonna do, and then it's like no one cares about that, because we're not even really. We could forget that they're in the sky, as opposed, except for the fact that we're seeing their huge strap-ins, strap-ins.
Same thing.
But yeah, it's not the banger that you thought it was in the pitch meeting at that Monday morning meeting where you're like, and get this, they're gonna have dinner.
You're never gonna believe.
Yeah, and
We got them to throw in free shrimp cocktails.
I think I know what Molly was having for dinner: some squash and some beef. Because she just, you like that? Yeah.
I appreciate that.
But in breakfast, she's like, let's settle this. At dinner, she's like, hey, let's figure this out.
do it.
Mainly because what the else am I going to do for the next hour and a half strapped
nothing.
next to you?
Yeah, you can't reach me, so at least I'm
Stop
safe.
pulling
here.
your hair out on me.
Yeah.
So Molly starts talking to Emmy. Terrible place, terrible timing. Go for it, though, I guess.
And Emmy still is just like, I don't understand what's happening.
Goldfish.
Yeah. I
She's a
thought we
goldfish
talked
that only has her
about
truth.
this. Yeah. She does not understand that no one is satisfied with her level of comprehension of basic, like, human to human interaction, conversation, resolve. She just does not understand. And all she wants is to just have one dinner or one event. Like, she just is so tired of having to deal with things are weird, half the table's looking at me funny, or just ignoring me completely. And that's the only reason that she's willing to apologize for anything.
There was also a funny edit in this when they were like, somebody, I don't know, it was Talking Head, maybe it was TJ. Emmy didn't like Molly because Will always used to come in and flirt with Molly. And then they cut to a scene of her going, what do you want to drink? And he goes, this. And she goes, oh, why don't you try this? And he was like, okay. Flirting it up. Or
Big
just having a
time.
conversation with somebody serving you a drink.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they didn't flirt, but why put that scene in there?
Of all the scenes that you probably had.
Like, that wasn't flirting at all. It was just discourse.
Totally. Didn't they also like show a text message that was from like 2024 and it was the most basic, like,
I don't remember the text message.
I don't remember that either.
like, is this not the scene where they show where Molly's like, this whole time, or Emmy's like, this whole time I thought Molly was the one that didn't like me, and Molly's like, okay, like,
Yeah, that was so yeah. Molly said, I tried to hang out with you. I hit up Michols to hang out.
oh yeah. And the text was her saying, like, let's me, you, and Emmy get dinner on Monday, and then Michols goes, LOL, she's not gonna do that.
No, it didn't even say that. It was just like, she's got it going on right now, LOL.
No, I think because I stopped it and read it. She said, yeah, she's not going to do that. And then Molly wrote back, okay, I get it. Like, or okay, got it. So for whatever reason, Emmy used to not fuck with Molly. So it must have been because of what you were saying about she's flirting with Will, or Will's flirting.
It's also a
with
weird
her.
thing that Molly keeps going to Michols for shit.
Yeah.
Somebody told Molly that Osheen and Lake hooked up, and Molly goes, I immediately called Michols. Why didn't you immediately call Lake? Or you want to hang out with Emmy, text Emmy.
Here's what, so we didn't really talk about this, and it was something I picked up on too. Either, like, obviously Michols is messy. Like, I don't think he's always the most reliable, you know, because it's just because Michols is a sassy gay. He's going to like rev things up when he wants to, make things dramatic when it suits him and when he's bored and whatever. And then like when Lake calls him out and says like, why didn't you tell me that? And he's like, because it was not that deep. Like that's his answer, which is kind of insulting. You're not that deep, you know? But I also thought it could either be that Michael's just being super messy, or the way that they all kind of knew about it and Lake didn't realize that they all knew about it. I feel like they all are like just really not treating Lake like they might all be so kind of irritated with her latest antics that they do just kind of treat her like a sideshow now. Like for her to not know that half the table already knew the truth and the story and everything, it seems like she's a little out of touch with her relationships with the rest of the cast. And I think that they talk about her like she's like a cartoon character, maybe a little bit deservedly, because she's kind of been kind of cartoonish lately. Just like with her behavior's just not been the old Lake. It's not who we met her as, or the idea we had of her. They all seem to kind of just be treating her like she's kind of a joke.
Yeah. I guess Emmy and Molly squashed their beef.
We're squashing beef.
I don't know really if anything came from that. Minus we have to have a conversation because we sat next to each other and the cameras pointed at us. Like, I don't.
Listen, I think there's a bigger question here.
What? Go. Ooh, okay.
Why is there not a menu item called squash and beef?
Why didn't they title the episode Squash and Beef?
Totally. But squash and beef, just as good as broccoli and beef. Squash and beef is squash and beef. I might be maybe don't put this in. I could be starting a new restaurant called Squash and Beef.
And what do you serve?
Joe could be the face of it.
Squash and beef in a bowl. It's a beef bowl with squash and beef and rice.
And dinners and desserts like a plantain. Plantain.
Probably gonna
ice
have
cream.
to come up with something a little more clever, but
Okay, go f yourself.
it's a good starting. It's a good jumping off point.
They had this terrible dinner in the sky. Got nothing from it. And then it's time to go to the discoteca.
Yeah, discoteca popping.
My note was I really want to take shrooms and go to that discoteca.
You can.
I probably can. I should.
It's in Punta Cana.
The only thing I really got from this scene was is Michael's with TJ. I feel like he just wants TJ to want him, and then he's gonna be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, I said that like a few episodes ago. I think it's just he just I don't know what's going on. He's being weird. They're both being weird, and it's being like like I said, I don't even like TJ, but I feel bad for TJ in regards to Michols. I think Michols just being a young. I think we get to it late in the next tomorrow or the next morning at the pool. But I think TJ kind of said it straight, like you're just kind of being a young kid that just wants to f around, and that's cool. We were all there, but like I'm not there anymore. So I'm good. Thanks. Stop telling me you love me and making out with me on vacations when we're drunk. Yeah. And when you said that, I know we're jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead. But when you said
really
that,
are. We're not even through the conversation.
Let's
We
get
haven't even
there.
started the conversation here yet.
And anything else happened? That's all I got from discoteca was basically TJ was kind of giving him like, "Hey man, okay, like, is it getting old?"
I think that what happens with TJ and Michols, I think that Michols, just as we talk about him in every avenue, he is really attention driven. Like when he needs to be stimulated all the time by whether he's just the center of attention with his girls or with dudes. He needs sexual attention, needs to just a lot of like affirmation and whatever. And I think that TJ has been on like the shit end of that stick with him probably too many times to count. There was a scene in the very beginning of either like when we first met Michols, I think, was that season 2? Where like the opening scene, they end up going to, and I know they go get pedicures like regularly at this point. There's like at least one a season, I guess. But they had just hooked up or made out in the cab the night before. And then TJ kind of brings it up to Michols thinking like that something could come of this. And Michols is like, oh, I'm sorry. I think we're just friends. And then like TJ kind of had to sit with that. And I think it was like very early into the pedicure. So like probably like just a real shit sandwich to sit in for the next 45 minutes while you're waiting. And I think that since they've been doing what they're doing, he's probably done that a lot. And so I think that TJ is just like, I'm not giving into this again. Like, I think he's quiet because I'm not going to respond. Like you do this all the time. Mm-hmm. So he's just recognizing Michols to be a very attention starved person.
Yeah.
Which 20 somethings often are. So,
yeah.
But that's why I kind of liked it that he was just like not saying anything, and it was like getting under Michael's skin. Like, but like he started to have a little manic Emmy meltdown like in him because of that. So I enjoyed watching TJ take back the night.
We go to the morning of Maddie's big day. We check in on Villa number 1. Everyone's kind of just hanging out in the living room.
Is that Loser Lake or Winner's Circle?
I don't like the way you labeled that.
Just because Bella's in there with the losers.
I guess we'll go with Winner's Circle. And Brad's got some bad news. Brad just came in with the worst news.
Dude, I bought that shit. Hook.
Did you really?
Yep.
You didn't?
No.
Shut up.
No.
I don't even.
Simply because here, I feel like Brad's the kind of guy that he's gonna just walk in and try to play it cool like nothing happened. Wait for someone to go, "Hey man, you okay?" and then say it. I don't feel like he's gonna go announce to the whole room.
I had to pause it, and I was like, I had to take a minute and be like, dude, this was some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life. Like this,
dude, Brad should be an actor.
The way he said, no, I'm gonna throw, and the way everything he said, the way he said it, I'm serious. He had like a little hiccup in his voice, like like a little squeal, like. Dude, this shit, he was hyperventilating. Yeah. Like
his life had flashed before his eyes.
And everyone in that whole room bought it. Nobody, the producers who knew it was fake were like,
wait,
did she just break up with him before he was outside? Like, what in the is going on? We were joking. This is real. That shit was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
He convinced us all that Trevor cheated.
Listen, he's good at his job. He
convinced us all. Elaborate lie.
He didn't convince me. I knew Trevor never cheated.
Trevor would never.
We weren't doing the show back
Trevor
then.
Trevor did that the first time, actually. He did cheat the first time, but not the second time.
But not the second time. I knew.
Brad's a great liar.
He's a great performer.
Joe has a little massage set up for him and Maddie. They go for a little massage. Because Maddie seems a little nervous before a big day. She's nervous about her set.
It is these scenes that make me go, what do you get from this man? Like, like I said, is this just a severe case of what you see on TV is not really who he is in real life? Because I think that Joe can't remember a sentence that was spoken before the last sentence he heard. Like, we always talk about people that win in one ear and out the other. We've heard that since we were kids. Joe can only basically hold on to like 2 sentences at a time. And then, because everything she was saying was a build up to something she wanted to talk to him about. And it was like, he gave the dumbest answers for everything. It wasn't addressing the issues at all with her.
They say humans are capable, like memory is I think it's general tool in our psychology. People can help us with this, but like it's measured in chunks. So your memory, a human memory is seven plus or minus 2 chunks. That's why a phone number is 7 digits and everything's 5 to 9 digits long because we can remember 7 plus or minus 2 chunks. Joe is just at minus 2 chunks.
Yeah.
That's Joe's memory is minus 2
Negative
chunks.
2?
Negative 2 chunks.
So she says, I'm nervous about my set because, this is a moment for me. I had this thing. I had this illness and I was getting better.
Multiple illnesses, apparently.
Yeah. And I have so much anxiety from that. And so here I am making up for that missed opportunity that I had, and they're letting me do it again. So I'm just feeling a certain kind of way. And Joe, all he took from that was, I think you're healthy now. I think you're not sick anymore, and you shouldn't have anxiety. And it's like, oh,
seems logical.
Well, why didn't I think of any of that, Joe?
Joe should be a doctor.
Joe should, we have so many good ideas for Joe.
Joe should be a doctor.
Joe, the world is at your fingertips.
Oh, Joe, you're really missing out.
First of all, I didn't know Maddie had so many things.
And he's got some things.
She listed a lot of things.
A lot of things.
You know what? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe I'm underestimating Joe here because I always say like, oh, you got anxiety, I can't go to work. Like, come on. Like everyone has to just power through everything all day long. Like we've all been living with anxiety since. Yes, there are definitely way worse cases than others, but like Maddie's on a TV show. She's out touring the world, doing her thing. Like I don't think that she has crippling anxiety. So maybe Joe is sick of her saying, I have so much anxiety. He's like, you're literally killing it out there. You're fine. I'm so over all these ailments that like you have to get around or whatever. Listen, I wouldn't bet money that that's it because that would be good for Joe to have that wherewithal to like. But I think it's probably my first.
But in a sick way too, it's also good for Joe and Maddie to have all these ailments because Maddie needs someone who understands and can take care of her and look out for her, and that's a Joe. Joe is that.
But like, is that all it takes? You don't have that. You shouldn't have anxiety anymore because you're sick. You're better now. Oh, like if that's all it takes, then like Joe is the most interchangeable piece ever. Anyone could take care of Maddie if that's all it takes.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Something I took from the scene was they were talking about family and her infertility and how her mom was infertile and she may be. And then Joe says, like something along the lines of like, I don't think I could be with you if we weren't on the same, if you didn't want a family. And that's kind of a scary thought because doesn't want to have a family is very close to not able to have a family.
Yeah.
So even though she wants a family, she basically just told you, I may not be able to provide a family.
Yeah.
And he basically said, I don't want to have a relationship with someone that can't provide me a family.
Not what he said.
No, it
kind of is.
And that's why I think that he only remembers the last sentence that you said because her thing was a whole, it was almost as if this is a conversation that you got to build yourself up about. You're about to tell this person who is like, could be proposing any moment. I have all these ailments where he tells her, no, you don't. And she's like, well, I have alcoholism. I have celiacs. I have,
GERD.
Yeah. GERD, which I don't even know what that is.
And then like
gastro something probably
lactose or something, or
and then
intestinal reflux disorder or something like that, gastroesophageal,
yeah,
or something like that,
and then bowel syndrome, some kind of bowel syndrome, and then I went to take these blood tests. Because I just want to see like where my fertility level's at. And she goes, but I don't really want to. So I got the results back, but I don't really want to know them. And he just goes, I do. Context, Joe. Yeah, she does too. That's why she took the test, Joe. She does too. Well, I know, Joe, but I'm probably going to do that with my mom because I don't know if you remember that like my mom was going to give my aunt her eggs and then went to go do it and found out she didn't have any. And like, that just really devastated her. And so like, I don't know, like if that's going to be the case for me and I'm just kind of worried about it. But like, basically after I get these results back, I'm probably going to freeze my eggs because I do want to have a family one day. Only hears that part of it. Doesn't hear that she may not be able to, that there's been all these problems, that there's results that she doesn't even want to know about yet.
She may not have viable eggs. There's so many things.
All of it. All he hears is, because I do want to have kids one day. And she goes, well, yeah, and if you didn't, I don't know if I'd see you as endgame. I've never seen a dumber conversation. Like, this is painful. Were you not pained to see how this is what she deals with every day?
I mean, he puts his foot in the mouth all the time, so it didn't surprise me. But like the way he worded it, it doesn't come off that way because he's saying, I'm glad you want a family.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. She could want things all day. She may not be able to give it to you.
Yeah.
So what happens then, Joe? Just because she wants it, you're going to stay with her? No. Joe's family above all else. He wants it with Maddie.
Yeah.
But I think he wants a family more than he wants a family with Maddie. If Maddie can't provide it for him.
Why can't they adopt kids?
Well, so this is the thing, is that he ends up basically saying, oh, it's all going to be fine. We'll work it out, whatever. But in that moment, he just doesn't recognize that this is a very heavy thing that she, I'm sure, had to work herself up to tell him all of those things. If we're taking all this at face value and this is what it is, and they haven't already had this conversation. And for his response to be that immediately after what we all, the rest of the audience, took as she's worried that she's not going to be able to give him kids. And for his answer to basically be right after that whole thing is, I don't know if you'd be in game if you didn't want to have kids. Like, it just was so unthoughtful. And I'm like, did you not listen to anything? Are you unable to hear her and like comprehend a story like that? Or are you an asshole? Are you just not listening? Do you have such because I have horrible ADD. So like I'm tuning in and out of conversations all the time. But this one, especially while I'm being filmed, having it, that's not so much of a problem for me. Like I can tune in to those things when there are this kind of stakes up. I don't know where the disconnect is. If he just doesn't listen to her because he's literally thinking about his truck as she's like, wah, wah, wah. She's just like Charlie Brown's parents.
Happens.
I can get that.
I do that all the time, but not in conversations like.
You don't get it. You can't relate.
I don't know, dude. I just want to know what she sees in this guy because I have always said I don't even think he's that attractive. Like I understand he's classically handsome, you know, like if you're to like, oh, here's tall, dark, whatever, he's Italian, has a good hairline, great. But I don't understand. I don't understand. Can anyone? You just think it's because he takes care of her? Does it seem like he really is taking care of her though?
No, I think that Maddie's in a spot where Joe provides what she needs now. Like we talked about this in the last episode. Like Maddie needs a Joe right now. After Trevor, after the whole shit with all her friends, she needs someone she trusts, someone who is a friend, who's in the friend group, who she can rely on for the most part to at least be there and give her a back rub and a hug and tell her she's amazing and like she's doing great and be a cheerleader and be a hype man. That's what Maddie needs right now.
Okay.
And Joe's providing that. And again, once I think, and I said this in the last episode, once she becomes more comfortable in her career and her success, and she won't need Joe for that. And that's when Joe's going to have a problem.
How capable do we think that Maddie is of being the kind of person who literally her agent told her, you're about to take off. These are really foundational seasons. It's great that for you to stay with Joe. He's a popular guy on the show. It will elevate you so much more if you just stay in this couple in the, like, do you think that there's a shot that Maddie knows, like, I'm like, this is just like almost a mannequin.
It's a PR move.
Like that's just a PR move.
I think if she wasn't a DJ, that's a conversation worth having. But DJs and like celebrity females, it's the opposite. Don't talk about your boyfriends. Don't talk about, take your wedding ring off. You need to seem available. You need to seem like I can get you. I can like from a marketing standpoint.
Yes.
You need to seem.
I don't think Joe gives her anything more than she doesn't already have by being one of the main members of the show.
I think that couples on shows get double the airtime of other people. They
on
get
shows.
Yeah.
But she's not trying to get famous
Right.
on a show. She's trying to be a DJ.
Right. But
So I'm
how
just saying
do
in
you
regards to your
become a
question
DJ
of-
even faster?
Yeah. Maybe
You-
maybe.
You get to, like, the world needs to get to know you. Like, we year after year after year, we're watching her, and now if she breaks up with him as she's taking off, now she's the girl that's finally dropped this dead weight and is out there doing the damn thing. And like, people always celebrate the females on Bravo that get out of a shitty situation. And I mean, he's not shitty to her, but he's shitty enough to her where I think a lot of Maddie stans are just like, oh my God, drop this dude already. He's totally holding you back. But this could all be the planned, like, the launch of who Maddie Reese will become soon enough. But I don't know if she's that hardcore is the thing. I'm on the fence about that. She seems like a really good person. And that I wouldn't judge her for it because he's no Craig, you know. I would judge her for that.
Speaking of not good people, TJ and Michols have a little pool talk. I hate both of them. Sorry, that was a bad segue.
No, it's a shitty thing that like, I'm so tired of watching these two fools hook up and suck face all day.
Apparently so is TJ. I mean, It's also weird that Michols tells TJ in New York that he's in love with him, but didn't Michols like make out with 3 dudes that night?
Well, and that's what Michols was saying. He made out with 3 dudes. TJ made out with 3 dudes. Yeah, I said I loved you, big deal. We made out with a bunch of dudes. That's what you do when you go to New York.
But I kind of enjoy the TJ but Michols on the spot.
I do
Like,
too.
but like, how do you feel sober?
Yeah.
Like right now,
Yeah.
and then if
loved
not,
that.
cool, dude. Like that, then that's not.
Yeah, I said a really amazing little tidbit that she'll probably cut out because it was in the wrong place about this already.
Say it again right
Well,
now.
Can you just insert it here? In
No,
this
can you
part?
just say it?
I don't remember what it was, but it was great, and I just liked that TJ is over it. TJ's kind of putting Michael in this place of like, listen, you're a kid, and kids like to bang around. And that's what kids do, and older folks kind of still like to bang around, but like with one person maybe. So they're just in different places, and I think I liked that TJ put Michael's. That TJ said that to Michaels and was like, yo, I'm kind of tired of this friends with benefits and nothing's happening. And then you tell me, oh, what? We're just having fun, but you also tell me you love me and all that. And then, yeah, the question of how do you feel now? How do you feel sober?
Or, listen, I thought that, but I also got, man, is TJ playing a game right now?
Dude, there's a little bit
Is
of
it
that.
is it a little gamemanship going cool?
Mm.
No, I'm good. Because Michaels loves that attention.
Yeah, truth.
It reminded me of, it's why I was reminded of the scene of the pedicures almost now 2 seasons ago, because it was at the top of season 2. Because he basically got him to say, like I thought that the real kicker of a line was when he goes, listen, I just want you to be okay. But like, I like basically not, I think that I just don't want this to get in the way of our friendship, you know, because that's pretty much what's his name. And Michael said like, I just think we should focus on the friendship and stay friends. Like he basically made Michael sit in it because he then says, well, no, because it doesn't really, no, I'm fine with that. It doesn't really affect me that way. And he's like, really? Because you told me you were in love with me last night. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did.
Not last night in New York.
I thought he did it last night and in New York.
At the discoteca, Michaels basically said, even when I was in a relationship, I kept thinking
I
about
thought
you.
about you.
Yeah.
But he said, I love you in New York.
I thought that he was saying also that happened last night as well, but that just wasn't on camera. But that's the second time or that he's telling us that happened. Like, this is a pattern. You do this all the time. And I think that TJ probably, if TJ believed that Michaels had a serious bone in his body right now, I think TJ would totally get together with Michaels and try to build a life with him. I think that he feels that way about him. But I love that he had so much self-control and let that conversation play out the way that it did. And like even the way he was like kind of postured when he was kind of like sitting back like this, like, so then how do you feel now? But like not really looking, just almost kind of like, just basically making Michaels answer things. When Michaels said to him last night, like, I just want you to be honest, or what was his line? It was like, he basically said something that wasn't at all asking a question. It was just trying to garner a reaction. And so when TJ doesn't answer him, and then Michaels is getting more and more pissed at him for not answering the question, it's like, you never asked a question because you don't want to deal with, like, that would take too much like balls to ask that question. How do you feel about me? Are you in love with me? He just says like, you're just acting quiet. You're not really saying anything. Saying anything about what? I'm talking like, no, you're just like, I just want you to be honest. Honest about what? You've brought this whole thing on, and I just thought that continued into this, and I thought it was great how TJ laid it all out. Michaels walked into every trap. So to your point, that's what I do think there was a little bit of gameship here.
A little bit.
Yeah. And I think that Michaels got I'm sorry. I think that TJ won. He didn't give in to either of those things, even though I personally believe that he has feelings for Michaels like that, but he kept his guard up and did not let any of Michael's shenanigans like poke through. And I think for a dude, because like Michaels is really good looking, I just don't think TJ has the does the volume that Michaels does, you know?
No.
Yeah. It was, I thought for the second day in a row, he took his power back. He took control of that whole like mangled ass situationship, friendship, friends with Benny's, you know, whatever. I liked it. I was a fan of it. And I thought that Michael's, in that moment, you could see on his face that he was left to have to sit there in that pool like, yeah, okay. Oh God, I don't even know why I brought this up. That didn't go the way that I wanted it to at all. It's supposed to be like fun and flirty. He was supposed to play it back to me, and like he didn't. And now everyone's gonna see, and everyone's gonna be left with wondering: did I say I was in love with him last night, or 2 weeks ago, or wherever? That's good stuff, man.
No, it's good.
Now I'm gonna have to not talk to TJ for however long. Ugh.
Yeah, I have to ice him out.
There's ice out TJ.
The ending part of this episode, we split into two camps. Michols invites a select group to church with him because nothing says church like exclusion. And the other group seems to go to the beach. Have a nice little beach day.
Little beach day. Little cabana.
Yeah. So beach. Chill at the beach.
The beach was hilarious when Julia showed up because you know the Emmy's just like, oh, for Christ's sakes. Like, I cannot enter a single scene, this entire like 3-parter, because I'm just going to continue on, that like someone is not like, that there's not a beef that I've got with
down
someone.
for a drink. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if I can get this alcohol on me.
Like, I don't know. I don't remember who she was there with first, but like it seemed like it was a group of friendlies. And then it's just like, oh my God, Brad and Julia are here. And I just had the whole thing with Julia and like, oh God.
Emmy likes to make things about herself. I get it. But like, hey, do you want to go to the beach? Or do you want to go walk around an old church? Or the beach, please.
Yeah.
Can I drink in the church? I'll go to the beach.
Yeah.
Beach.
Church. Picking church.
You got Emmy making it about herself on the beach, and then you got on the car ride to the church, you got Michols making it about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to FaceTime his mom. Again. Trying to FaceTime his mom again. Sorry.
No,
It brings it out of me. It makes me curse.
No, I just don't like it when it's used as a word to buy time to think of the word you're trying to think of. It's like and then the guy, you know, like, and then that happens 3 times in like one sentence. And it's like, just stop and think of the sentence. We're all willing to wait.
Yeah. I feel bad for Michael's mom now. Like, she obviously just doesn't want to be on TV. You're talking to me on the phone.
Yeah, she's clearly made that clear.
I mean, it's why he wants attention, because his mother's not giving it to him.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But
But I was just glad they didn't make it more of a thing and like go to his confessionals and be like, once again, my mom won't talk to me on FaceTime because she's ashamed of me. Like, bitch, your mom is at work. Where does she work? The pizzeria. She's there in a pizza uniform, probably her hair pulled back, maybe has a hair cap on. Who knows?
God,
I don't know
hope
what her
so.
job is there. Probably not a lot of makeup on. Why would you wear a bunch, like, what? You're not camera, like, send your mom some motherfucking money, man. Why is she still working at the pizzeria?
Don't they own that place?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I might have to cut this out then because I'm really thinking like if you're just springing this on her now, like, of course she doesn't want to be on TV, and please don't make it about her not wanting to be a part of your journey.
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah, it's really straight up Michael's making it all about himself.
Yeah. But that makes sense now that you say she's not giving him any attention, so he's trying to get it from anyone else. Yeah.
He only got attention twice when he was younger, when he went to Punta Cana.
Yeah, and he got on a moped. Somebody
grandmother.
actually showed up to pick him up.
Also, anyone notice the name of the tour guide at the church?
No.
Jesus. I guess you could call him Jesus, but it's spelled Jesus.
Yeah, it's Jesus.
So Jesus gave them a tour of the church.
I love how the church had tour guides.
Yeah.
That's big time.
And then Michaels gets really emotional because he needed to wrap this episode up for him, you know?
Yeah.
This was his big moment of the episode.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts about the church?
Listen, I enjoyed the church. I would have picked the church adventure. Well, if I was invited. I didn't even think about that. It's super funny. But yeah, I here's what I thought about the church. And I'm trying to get rid of the whole like, oh, Emmy's making it all about, Michael's making it all about himself, when really it should be all about Maddie and her job that she's here to do, and brought all these idiots with her. That being said, trying to get rid of that, a little suspended disbelief maybe. And I enjoyed this scene, and it made me think that This show kind of sucks. But it also sucks that it sucks. And it sucks that there's not good enough producers on this show. And I'm sorry for the producers that are on this show. I don't mean that in a shitty way. I'll explain what I mean. There are amazing conversations happening on this show right now that need to be happening, right? With race and religion and friendships and all these things. But it's not, I don't know if it's the right cast or the right producers to be able to handle it, to handle the depth of it. And like, this could be a show that would completely be ironic for us deep diving shows with no depth.
Yeah.
This show has depth and it's right there. And nobody's really pulling it out in a way that I think is deserving.
The show is Emmy and the audience is everyone going, I just don't think you got it though. Can you try again?
So that's how I felt about the church. I wanted them all to go. I wanted to hear more about Maddie's journey. And I just, and I'm not churchy, but I understand it. And I just like hearing people's journeys and I like hearing people's thoughts about it. So that was my thoughts. That was my experience with that. I enjoyed it. And I wish that we could really dive into more of these conversations on this show because it would be super cool to watch.
They do hit a lot of topics and they just glaze over them.
Yeah, kind of. Like they're doing pretty good with the race thing. Thanks to Emmy being racist.
You always need one of those.
You always got to have one of those to talk about. But like, yeah, I think there could be more, and it could be deeper and better, and the sexuality between people, and then how that affects their parents. And yes, I agree that like Michols, leave your mom alone, but also what's going on there, you know? And we're probably not going to get that because she doesn't want to be on TV. But like, there's just a lot of amazing conversations right on the surface here.
Yeah.
And this had the potential to be one of them.
Michols being in the position that he's in, where he's raised in the church and felt a deep connection to it for however long until he just couldn't anymore, because this is this shitty thing about church. Because I do have faith. I am a Catholic, and if everyone were to read this book, the Bible, and take it all literally, none of us would be in the pews. Like there'd be no one left. People get it worse than others. Obviously, Michols is taught that he is an abomination of this religion. But I also have been living in sin for 16 years, and that's also an abomination of the religion. Like these are things that they're very staunch about.
Well, we haven't had sex yet, so
there's that. Yeah. But it's like, it's one thing like, oh, well, I had sex before I was married, but then I went to confessional and I went to confessional because we're talking about reality TV. Then I went to confession, I was absolved, got married the next day, and now I'm right with the Lord. But I've been doing this for 16 years. So I am in because I also come from the camp of like, you know, the murder stuff aside, like, sins are equal, you know, like, and that's what if you want to take it literally, that's actually a verse that all sins are equal. So like the way that I get off easy is that so much more of society doesn't really care what I'm doing, but society picks on what he's doing a lot more. And I feel so horrible that people that want to because you can tell he clearly is, you wouldn't be there if you weren't searching for something, if you didn't feel that connection to it, if you weren't, even if you're just looking to see if like you can go back and take control of it somehow. Like, I don't know, there's tons of psychological reasons that he could be there, but maybe also he just liked having faith and liked doing that, and now feels like he can't because he's in the wrong and he doesn't want to be reminded every time that he's wrong. So I'm sure he has some resentment of that, rightfully so. I absolutely would too. And I think that there's like a not that big of a group of people that can look past that and get to partake and accept all the good things about being a part of whatever church you're a part of in that community, and not look at it all so granularly and like be like, but what about this and what about that? But just be like, no, I'm here because there's so much beauty in it, and I'm going to enjoy that, and no one can stop me. And I don't feel like anyone who is trying to stop me, I'm not thinking about them. I'm not bothered by them. And there's people like Michols who obviously is not there and is still has deep conflict about it and whatever. I think it takes, there's just, I don't know. I hope that he figures out either how to stay in it and put all that noise aside, because it's just so shitty that church has gotten so political. That's where all these problems come from, is really the people in it. Obviously, yes, there's the book, but it was written 10,000 million years ago. I personally think that they were told men not to lay with other men because they were trying to populate. So like, get 8 wives, get 8 concubines, and stop dicking around with your friend next door because you're wasting time. We need to build, people. Come on. We got wars to do. We got to go crush some people. We need more people for that. That's how I take that line to be, but I understand that, not everybody does. So anyway, I felt bad for Michols in this moment. I thought it was one of the most authentic and like genuine like parts of the episode. And yeah.
I feel like that was a little bit calculated, the same way he does everything. This was a storyline he wanted to hit.
Okay.
Same reason he wanted to FaceTime his mom when he was there. Like, he knows what he's doing. Do I think this was very serious and hit home for him? Yeah. But he definitely wanted the storyline on TV.
What storyline?
Just of his struggle with who he is and religion and yada, yada, yada.
But is that not his storyline?
It is.
Is he not allowed to tell that story on his reality TV show that he's on?
He is. I just feel like he wanted to put it out there. Same way he wanted to put it out there with his mom and put his mom in a place that either you're going to accept me or not. And I don't know.
The stuff with his mom gets irritating to me because I think his mother is basically getting a bad rap, and I think that people probably DM her or message her about what an asshole she is, and she's probably just like, I was just at my job. Like, I can't talk on the phone. I shouldn't have even picked up when he called to begin with, Also, make a lot of money and then start paying for your mom. That's the way you get people to do stuff you want. Totally. Start paying for them. That's the way of the world.
Buy your mom.
Yeah, buy her. She's going to listen to you, goddammit. Yeah.
When Natalie and I first started dating, she was like, oh, you got to vote. And I'm like, if you want to change the world, don't vote. Get rich. Yeah. That's how you change the world.
Yeah, I've come around.
And your mom.
Times 10, for sure. But did you not think though that he was like his tears were sincere, that he was sitting there and just being like,
sure,
this is the weirdest place because you just think that he just did it for camera time or like just some attention.
No.
Oh no.
I just think it played its part.
Okay.
He wanted to hit all these spots in this town that he visited 3 times as a child. I think, I mean, listen. It could have been genuine and authentic, but there still could have been the calculation to doing it.
Yeah. I think that if anyone else were to do it and I had the thoughts about them, like if he was just some white kid, I would be like, oh, okay. For him and where the family that he grew up with, I foresee this. I think he just comes from an extra religious based culture, like more so than like your average like white dude, So I don't know, man. I just feel terrible that there's one more place that's supposed to be the place that you turn to when everything has gone to shit, that you feel like you don't even belong there. And like the one place that's like to absolve you of all your sins, and like your sins are so bad that we can't even absolve yours. Like that could cause some real, I don't know, man. I think I probably have my own issues with like being Catholic and trying to feel like I need to explain it to everyone that like, I don't believe all the stuff. Okay. Like I take the good. So I probably was like projecting a little bit in it.
All right. You guys want to move on to comments, or you got anything else for this episode?
I thought it was funny when Lake had to call her mom and tell her that she had to talk about Osheen, because you could tell that her mom, like the way I took it.
I need to show her with Lake's mom.
Yeah.
Literally, I need Lake's mom, and it's not even a show, maybe a podcast or like a self-help podcast.
Yeah,
where you can call in and she'll just light you up for stupid shit.
Yeah,
like a Susie Orman, but life advice.
No, totally. I thought that when she picked up the phone and Lake tells her, So I had to talk about Osheen. And I also am not even sure that if Lake realized that they would use that, because Lake was technically still in glam, maybe just calling her mom to say like, oh my, okay, so that thing I told you I was worried about, it happened. I went ahead and I had to admit it. And the way that her mom responded was as if her first gut reaction was like, oh God, your dad's gonna be so pissed, like my daughter's talking about whoring around with this guy that's on OnlyFans that pours milk all over himself. Oh my God, your dad's already pissed. Now I'm gonna have a whole other talk with him later. But then to realizing, because she's smart, that like she's at work today. Honey, I'm sorry. She had to turn it to like be comforting to her daughter who could just be telling her this thing. That's maybe wishful thinking, but that's what I thought. That's what I gathered from it.
You think Lake's mom is gay?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to just quickly go through the consensus from the last two sets of comments for episodes 8 and 9. No, 7 and 8. Yeah. Okay, so the first one was, okay, I'm not even lying. I dump all the comments into ChatGPT and I say, summarize this, tell me what the main points were. I haven't even read this yet. The first one, major comment theme clusters. Natalie was right.
They spelled Travis wrong.
Yeah, I did spell Mike wrong.
Natalie was right. Maddie should not be managing Joe's career. Those handles are, that's Jules B., Jen O'Toole, Johnny Smiles, Yolanda Venegas, Pat Clark, Sandy with Cats, Gloria Garibay, Misty, and Lori Gates.
Let's see how they want the reverse of that. Do y'all think Joe should be handling Maddie's career?
Valid.
See in the comments section.
Oh. The second was Lake lost a lot of goodwill. That's Jen O'Toole, Johnny Smiles, Shannon Fall, Meteor Wine, Mary Ayaka Kent, Fish and Gal, Carrie Peacock, I Am Tiara Hogan, Bree Daisy, and Trisha Svader. The next one is Mia has defenders, and the Mia slander court is in session. That's Harris B., Jen O'Toole, I Am Tiara Hogan, Megan, Carrie Peacock, Gloria Garibay, and Trisha Svader. The next one is Emmy's Brad allegations are deeply uncomfortable for viewers. That's from Tish, David Anthony, Misty, Mo Street, Miss Chevy, The One Man Army, Mia Taylor, No Good Deed, Oriel Thompson, Zev Rose, Johnny Smiles, Bree Daisy, and Megan. Next is Julia 8 Emmy Up. That's Mia Taylor, Claire Stewart, Miss Chevy, and No Good Deed. 7 is Emmy seems unwell, overstimulated, or acting, and people are over it. That's David Anthony, Misty, Mo Street, Zev Rose, Oriel Thompson, No Good Deed, Johnny Smiles, and Harris B. 2 left. Brad is getting more sympathy than expected. That's Mia Taylor, Miss Chevy, No Good Deed, Tish, Bree Daisy, and Megan. Michael's modeling career is getting ruthlessly reviewed. That's Sugar Shay, Claire Stewart, Johnny Smiles, Shannon Fall, Gloria Garibay, Organza, Mary Ayaka, and the last one. Oh no! Oh my God! There's more than that. There's 3 more. Oh my God! The one after this one is gonna be problematic. The next one is Charlie is loved even when Sally isn't. That's Johnny Smiles, Megan, and Fish and Gal. This next one. 4 words. Travis was a hit.
Finally.
I didn't hit anyone.
That's Harris B., Linda Coate, Mary Ayaka, Dark Hours, Lee Armstrong, and Carrie Peacock. Then the last one is this podcast is once again better than the episode. Thank you. Like,
Favorite
subscribe,
comment.
and tell a friend.
Do I get to go next or you go next?
Go ahead, Travis.
Mary Ayaka, did Travis just sing Meatloaf under his breath, or am I living a fever dream? I probably did. Love me some Meatloaf, the singer, not the food. Thanks for clarification. Trisha's Vader, I agree with Travis. I want the timeline too, talking about Summer House. She also followed up with saying, but didn't agree that they were not banging before the filming started. The first part about her comment was that I agree with Travis.
But then also I don't agree with Travis. The second part.
I don't remember that part. Pat Clark, read my comment. What comment?
Just any of Pat's comments.
No, the comment was read my comment.
Yeah, no. Read it.
Read my comment, Travis. Period. And then Darling Natalie said, yeah, Travis. I don't understand this one. Dark Hours. I like Travis the most as a substitute. So you don't like me now? Because I'm part of this show. So like it felt like a slight dig. Like, I like him better when he just pops in every once in a while.
He wanted to remind you of your place.
This whole full-time shit. I'm out of here.
You're a substitute teacher.
Seems Mike does too. The male version of Courtney and Natalie's friendship. Ew.
Hard thing.
Mary Aika just wrote, "Oh no, Travis, just no." I don't know what you're referring to. I don't.
Oh wait, is this about birthdays? Because you said
Probably,
people are allowed one
'cause
day.
This is the next comment. Sorry, from Tristus Vader. Sorry, Travis. I'm way past being adult, and I deserve my birthday all month. Disagree. Linda Cody.
Coat. That's what I've been saying. And if it's different, let us know.
Love Travis's insights. Sweet. Gloria Garibay. Mike, thank you for putting respect on Miss Kate Moss' name. Travis, get it together. Respectfully, Mike, you're 1000% correct. I will join your fury. Respectfully, Natalie. Bring back actual models. You want to be a models, Michael? Do the work and shut the up.
Yes.
I'm gonna hand it over to you. That felt like your comment, but that's like a dig back on you still on my comments.
That's fine. That was a good comment to steal because it's true. Models need to be models again, not influencers.
Make models great again.
Make models great again. I don't know if this is from this episode because I save my comments as screenshots, and then sometimes they'll be from the last episode into the next episode, and they're back to back, so I don't know. But I'm going to read this one anyways. From Lee Armstrong. I'm here to say that I think Natalie and Mike are adorable.
Ew.
Well, I've just got enough adorableness to go around. So
I did reply that it's mostly you.
Oh, good.
But I'll take what I can get. Harris B. I love how the machine told TJ he looked older and that Joey Bottles looked younger. I did that machine 2 summers ago on my birthday, and the lady at the clinic was very disappointed that it told me I had the epidermis of a 20-year-old at 27. No upselling me. Beyond. Dark Hours. This is my proud moment for me. Dark Hours. Also, good job, Mike, as the moderator.
Yeah, honestly, I read that scrolling through there. I'm like,
yeah, no, I'm because she was the first one that gave me like a hey, buddy, step it up. So I'm glad I'm stepped it up
I
a little.
kept our time down.
I think my generation was the last to make custom personalized mixtape CDs and liner notes with doodles and love notes for my friends and crushes. I think we should bring it back. I would love nothing more than staying in on a Friday night, ordering a pizza, and firing up YouTube to MP3 converter and going buck wild. To which I added, we need a sip in mixtape, not a sip in paint. Imagine that experiential event.
That's everybody sipping, like everyone's making a mixtape?
Yeah.
What is that?
How are you talking to anyone?
How are you making that mixtape?
You would have headphones on.
That was a terrible idea, Mike. You really didn't think this through.
Well, then you talk when you do your mixtape afterwards. Like the first hour is mixtape, and the last 2 hours are playing your mixtapes and talking about your songs.
When are you sipping?
What?
You're sipping the whole time.
Sipping the whole time, of course. Duh.
Of course.
I am Tierra Hogan. I like Mia. It doesn't look like they were friends. Jordan, hold my hand when I say this, but your inability to realize when a guy is a jerk and uninterested is a you problem. Sorry to say. Also, out on Lake. Is there no other insult than Mia's boobs? Which we kind of talked about. And yeah, so true. This was pretty funny. Meteor Wine. Poor Lake. Stuck being the child in a room of full adolescents trying to play grown up. Which is pretty apropos.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, here was it. Megan 524. They need to switch Charlie and Mia. Mia could fit in great in Southern Charm crowd, as well as our little Charlie girl is Obvi with TMD now. Trail mix dick, for those who don't know. Trail mix dick.
I'm dying for Mia to date Craig. I think it would be so fun.
Dude, she would get him in shape. Also from Megan, Mike, Will wasn't going to protect her. Remember, he sent her out to the reunion stage by herself while he hid. I cannot stand Emmy, but just wanted to point that part out. There's more to that, but I did forget that. I didn't forget it, but I didn't clock it as I was like, well, Will's in the room. And yeah, Will send her out alone to the reunion. Will's not
It
doing
was best
shit.
for his mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
He's like, Emmy's, you're already mentally unstable. There's no saving yours.
It's got to be one good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Organza Miss Gay Vancouver. Yes, Mike, I fully agrees. Michaels has one dead in the eyes stare and doesn't know how to model, nor does he have the raw beauty to make it as a model. Actually, I went on that agency website and Michaels is not on it. So we all know what that means, and no contract. Also, the men's dating app bans you permanently if you discuss partying with chemicals or inviting someone over to chemsex or soliciting payment for meetups. Which of these is Michaels guilty of? The latter. I mean, he is full of himself. So maybe he's telling people, oh, if you want to meet up with me for some money.
Did I respond to that? Because now they all run together to me, but I feel like
Mary Ayeka Kent did.
Oh, I was thinking it then. That I'm like, yeah, that's Michael's. Like even like if he didn't need the money, I could just see him being like, you got to pay for this.
Yeah.
Like it just almost just mouthing off or just seeing if he could get some money for it, and then someone being like, this guy's trying to get me a payment for sex.
This was just a funny couple interactions, a long thread, but these two they're all funny. But does Emmy have any brand? Oh, this is Johnny Smiles. Does Emmy have any brand deals? Just curious. And Shannon Fall wrote, maybe for people struggling to be diagnosed. That's funny. That is all I got. But you guys killed the comments these last couple of weeks on the old Southern hospitality.
Oh yeah, just a couple from Spotify. Sparkle just I think did you say britches? Did you say something about I think you said something about britches and she just quoted it with like laughing faces.
Oh, if it was funny, yeah, it was probably me.
It was probably you.
Because I'm the funny one.
Okay. S. Satyavada said, I like both POV. I agree with Travis to a degree. And Nat, and good point, Mia seems closer to the guys. Oh yeah, you were talking about how Mia is like, I can't remember what you were talking about.
Shitty person as well.
Okay, I don't think that's what Satyavada was trying to confirm. Sparkle says, Southern hospitality is not my fave. I watch it though, so I can listen to you guys. Love that. Okay, yeah. And then the funniest comments was Johnny Smiles. Oh my gosh, 1, 2. Johnny Smiles got 1, 2, and 3. Carrie Peacock, and then Harris. Harris got trail mix is growing on me. What? I know. Would I do to him what Brad was accused of receiving behind the dumpster? No, but I'd probably let him flirt with me for a few weeks, maybe make out with him and then ghost him before he ghosts me. I'm toxic too. I can be toxic too.
Yeah,
you know?
I can do that.
And then the wildest comment was from Ms. Chevy. This comment connected Emmy's accusations about Brad to the history of white women making dangerous accusations against black men, specifically referencing Emmett Till and the reality that black men do not receive the same benefit of the doubt in society. Wyatt wins. This is the robot speaking. Wyatt wins. This wasn't wild in a silly conspiracy way. It was the most intense and serious comment in the batch. It took Emmy and Brad's storyline out of regular Bravo mess and placed it in the much darker social and historical context. The comment was emotional, angry, and very clear that Emmy's language could have real world consequences. I second that emotion, Miss Chevy.
I second that emotion.
All right. Well, this is going to be interesting because it won't matter because by the time you're seeing this, it'll be done. But we start filming for all the other shows tomorrow for the next 2 days. So here's hoping I can get all this out tonight.
We'll get it out when we get it out. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe, hype the hype
Comment.
button, comment. Do that one. That's what we like the most. We like talking shit with you guys. So do that.
Yeah, we have a finale coming up that we think. Does everyone think there's going to be 1 or 2 episodes for the reunion? Because if there's
3 left.
Yeah.
13 episodes this season. So it's, either 1 or 2, 1 more episode than 2 episodes.
No, I think it'd be 14 episodes this season because we're going to go 11.
There's,
So 11. Okay, is 11 or 12 the finale? We don't know.
Yeah.
No, 12 or 13. No. We just did 9 and 10. There's another episode and then 2 more after that. So there's either 2 more episodes and 1 finale or 1 episode and 2 finales.
That's what I said.
No, the finale is different than reunion.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Bye.